Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Looking at natural gas and starting on the daily time frame. So we had the bearish break of the higher low, lower high tightening pattern, a bear flag, small weak bounce attempt from oversold conditions on the shorter term time frames before continuation to the downside with another dump. We had that double bottom at 311. The bears were loving it as soon as 311 broke. And then we were looking down at the low of this little consolidation, which we have broken as well. So now we look to the gap fill at 3024 as the next support level. And we are watching. We can draw some downtrend resistance lines now that we have some new levels to go off of. Lower high pattern, pretty steep at this point. I'm going to get rid of this one. Bears are in full control of natural gas. Looking at the hourly time frame, after this recent dump, we got oversold again, and we started to see a bounce attempt, but even then, it's a fairly weak oversold bounce attempt. Looking for a bullish MACD cross, trying to break the lower high pattern. Bulls would have to break 3094. We've also got resistance at 3076. Lower high pattern. Bulls trying to turn things around, but every time we see a bounce, we're going to anticipate it's a lower high pattern until the bulls can prove otherwise. So even here on this oversold bounce, fairly strong, but we did break this resistance level of 3228 before dumping to the downside. So again, bears in full control. Looking at the weekly time frame, very clear. Even though we're going back and forth red to green, close at the low of the week, increase in bear volume, highest volume week we've seen in a long time, all bear. So UNG, little short-term weak bounce attempt, and then a gap down and continuation to the downside. This is the lowest price we've seen in 2.5 months, and we're looking down at support. I'm looking at the gap fill of 754, and there's another gap at 736. Weekly time frame shows that loss of the 50-week support, losing that key level. Gap fill on the weekly is 755, and the bulls still have a higher low pattern. The absolute 100% must-hold level for the bulls on the longer-term trend is 685 for UNG. Let's get that level on natural gas, the commodity itself. That's going to be down at 2764. So that's what we're looking at heading into next week. Bears in full control. Nice play out. We knew to be looking for a short-term bounce on the oversold conditions after that bearish break from that tightening pattern, and couldn't have gone any better for the bears on that short-term weak bounce attempt. So we'll check back in. I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.